Welcome to Community Health Matters. I'm your host, Amy Marsalis. It's a new year. If you're working on resolutions, listen up. On today's show, we're learning about best practices for exercise, nutrition, and mindfulness. All of that coming up next on Community Health Matters. News Channel 5 Network, this is Community Health Matters, sponsored by the United Health Foundation. I can honestly say this is the first time on this program we've had a master strength coach. Tash Weddle is my first guest today, and so excited to talk to you about this training center that is about more than exercise, really, for women. Tash, you started this after quite an extensive career working at various programs around the country at universities. Tell me a little bit about your background and what led you into this new program.
Well, my background started being the fact that I'm 6'2" and I'm from Indiana, and I
feel
played
so short, I know.
played basketball, and I had a lot of injuries in college, and I spent a lot of my time in the weight room rehabbing and getting strong and setting goals and meeting them, and realized how empowering that was for me at that time in my life. And so after college, I became a college strength coach and worked at multiple universities. But then after a certain point, 17 years of that, I was kind of I wanted something different. And so I partnered with the current Habitat for Humanity CEO, and we started a nonprofit called the New Beginning Center. And our mission is to empower women through the same platforms of fitness, nutrition, and lifestyle coaching. And so we provide that at no cost for most women.
What an interesting partnership, you know, with Habitat for Humanity. I mean, it really makes sense, but that's really innovative thinking.
Yeah, she was retiring from her career, and I think wanted to take on a major project. So it was very helpful that we met at that time.
You offer so much more than exercise. Obviously, that is your background in strength training and more. Tell us about some of the other services you provide for the women who are eligible for this program.
Well, it's a holistic program. It has to be a holistic process, and to me, it's a change from the inside out is what we're going after. And here's the thing: yes, we help women lose lots of weight and get off medications and the such, but that is not the goal of our program. It is about, I call it a happiness program. And so there's a lot of life coaching. We do personal mission statements and vision boards, and we provide workshops on anything and everything that I think would help, such as financial well-being or decluttering your house or adverse childhood experiences. Anything and everything that I think is going to help these women live their best life, we do it.
So maybe give me an example, without naming names obviously, but maybe give me an example of someone who has come to you. Give me an idea of where they were and where they are today after going through this program.
Yes, so we've had multiple success stories of women getting off medications, avoiding bariatric bypass surgery or kidney transplants. But the stories for me are when women, you know, leave an abusive relationship or go back to college and, you know, face their fears with that, and you know, or have a major job change. So this is an example of how we treat ourselves physically, mentally, spiritually affects every other aspect of our lives.
It's all intertwined. Everything's connected, which we're going to talk about also body and mind later in the program, the connection, body-mind connection, mindfulness. Who is eligible then? How does someone get to this organization?
So this program is for everyone. We're targeting women of lower income, and what that means is we're going up to 150% of HUD housing. So for example, a household of 2 with an income of less than $52,000, the woman pays nothing. Wow. And then if their income is slightly over 150% of HUD housing, there's a small sliding scale fee. We don't want cost to be a barrier to anyone with this program. And it's a year-long program too. It's an entire year.
So do you talk about a mission statement. So is that's one of the first things that someone would develop, a mission statement?
Actually, that's at the end of our initial 12 weeks. So it's a pretty intensive first 12 weeks where women are coming 2 to 3 times a week, and we're working on nutrition coaching, habit-based nutrition coaching. We're working out, exercising, and we're also doing weekly lessons, and that's one of them.
How many women could be in the program at one time? Are there classes, basically?
Yes. So in January, we're running 3 groups, and each group will be 15 to 20 women. We also have satellite programs at St. Luke's Community House, on the east side. We have programs at Madison. We have programs. So.
What are some of the biggest achievements you have seen? You're saying women getting off medication, maybe leaving an abusive relationship, losing weight, maybe some other stories of accomplishments.
It's hard for me to pinpoint it to one person, because I see this time and time again, but the thing that makes me the happiest is when I see a significant change in a woman's happiness and her self-confidence. And you can see it. The first day they walk in, they're scared to death. By week 10, they're just on cloud 9.
You see the light come on,
yes.
Probably. The light just turn on in their eyes, whatever. What do you think are some of the biggest obstacles to women practicing self-care? Is it, I would imagine, whether it's time,
sure.
or if it is an abusive relationship, or money?
Yes, yes. Well, I think what happens is women typically take care of everyone else first and themselves last. And that's the thing I see reoccurring. But also there's a big fear of failure, which prevents people from ever getting started, is they think they have to do this perfectly, and you do not. You just have to stay in this for the long haul. It's a lifestyle. It's not a temporary thing. And
it's not competition with anyone else.
Right.
It's just being a better you, right?
Exactly.
Reaching your own potential. How much exercise do you need each week? Like, does it just depend on the individual?
Well, the government, has their recommendations of 150 minutes of moderate activity, but research shows that people who get 300 minutes or 5 hours are the happiest with their body. We know from research that exercise is as effective as Zoloft. And recent research even claims that being unfit is more unhealthy than smoking. So we really need to get a little movement every day. And so I encourage women to get at least 30 minutes of movement every day.
And again, that doesn't mean you have to go to a gym.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Okay. For those watching who maybe want to start exercising more, they just don't know where to start, how to start. Again, they're not a member of a gym. Give me some tips. Give them some tips.
Well, they can go to the New Beginning Center's site and check us out. We also have some online workouts, but really, I suggest starting, if they have no experience with anything, just walking and starting with a goal, whatever it is, that they're 90% certain that they can achieve, because most people, 80%, actually get hurt within the first 3 months of starting a new exercise program, which a lot of people are doing in January. And they go out of the gate so hard, and then they're injured before they ever give themselves a chance. So starting slow.
All right. Tash, this is just a fascinating partnership. I really think it's incredible what you're doing, and good luck in the new year with changing lives, transforming lives.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. And we'll be back with a lot more right after this.